Hello children, welcome to the chapter compound interest. So today we are going to start with the sums where we have to find the rate percent and the principal if compound interest of succeeding year, that is the two consecutive years are given to you, and you have to find the percent rate and the principal. So here the formula you can see on the screen. So the formula which you can use is difference in the compound interest. Means you have to find the difference of the two compound interest into 100 upon compound interest of the preceding year. Okay, so let's see the first question. The first question says, on a sum of money, the compound interest calculated yearly is rupees 880 for the second year and 968 for the third year. Calculate the rate of interest and the sum of money. So here you can see compound interest for the second year and compound interest for the third year is given to you, and you have to find the percent rate and principal. So here let us write down what is given to us. CI2 is 880, CI3 is 968. You have to find percent rate and principal. So we use the formula percent rate is equal to CI3 minus CI2, that is the difference in the two given CI, consecutive CI, upon the CI of the preceding year into 100. So 968 minus 880 upon 880 into 100, that is the formula. So 968 minus 880, you will be getting 88. Okay, when you subtract into 100 upon 880, 0 gets cancelled, and then 88 or you can do 88 ones are 88 tens are, and then 0 gets cancelled. So that is how you get 10% per annum. Now once you find the rate, you have to find the principal amount. So in this case you have to assume principal as rupees 100. As you know the percent rate, you will calculate the compound interest for the first year and compound interest for the second year. So you'll be using the formula P into R into 1 upon 100. Okay, so every year, like whenever you're finding CI for 1 year, you are going to write time as 1. Okay, so once you calculate it in this manner, 100 gets cancelled and you get R is equal to 10. So once you substitute the value of R, when you multiply, you will get 10 as the value for CI. So once you get the value for CI, you will add it to the principal amount and you will be getting the amount for the first year. So that is 100 plus 10, that is 110. So 110 is the amount 1. Now once you get this amount 1, that becomes the principal for the next year, because see what is given to you is CI2 and CI3. CI1 is not given to you. So this particular value 10 is of no use for you. So you have to find, with assuming principal as 100, the compound interest for 2 years. Sorry, for the second year. So principal into R into 1 upon 100. So your P2 now in this case will be the amount 1. So that becomes the amount for the next year. So 110 into R into 1 upon 100. So 0 gets cancelled and you get 11 rupees. So once you get 11 rupees, so if principal is 100 rupees, here you can see the compound interest for the second year we have got 11 rupees. So now we have to, correlate in this way, that if principal is 100 and compound interest for the second year is 11 rupees. So if compound interest for the second year is 880, what will be the principal? So now you cross multiply, you get 11x is equal to 880 into 100. So 880 into 100 upon 11. 11 ones are 11 eights are 88, 0. And then 80 into 100 we get 8,000 rupees. So now the principal amount what we get, principal, the sum what they have said is 8,000. So now both the answers, like if you see in the question, it was said on a sum of money. So you have to calculate the rate and the sum of money. So principal and percentage. So you have done that. You have found the rate, percent, and you have found the principal. So that's your final answer. At the end, write both the answers together and put it in box. I hope till here it's clear, children. Now we go to the next question. In the next question, it is said, When Arpita invests a certain sum of money, she observes that CI for the second year is 1380 and for the third year it is 1587. When it is compounded yearly, calculate the rate of interest and the sum of money invested. So here you can see again the compound interest for the second year and for the third year is given. So second year and third year, and you have to find the interest and the sum of money. So what you have to do is you have to write the given thing. CI2 is rupees 1380, CI3 is rupees 1587. Percent rate you have to find, and you have to find P. Now you use the formula percent R is equal to CI3 minus CI2, which will be in the numerator, into 100 upon the preceding year. So second year is the preceding year, so it will be writing upon CI2. So 1587 minus 1380 into 100 upon 1380. Now here when you subtract, you will get 207 upon 1380 into 100. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. Now you can see over here 138 and 138 and 207. You can divide it with 3 because both are divisible by 3. 7 plus 2 is 9. So it is divisible by 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 8, 12. It's divisible by 3. So now when you divide it with 3, you will get 3 6 are 18. 2 carry over. 3 9s are 27. When you divide 138 with 3, 3 4s are 12. 1 carry over. 3 6 are 18. Now you can divide 69 and 46. Again, you can see over here 4 plus 6 is 10. So this won't be divisible by 3. So what you do is you divide this 10 and 46 with 2. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So you get 23 over here. Now what you do is you can see 23 and 69. 23 3s are 69. So you can divide directly 23 and 69. 23 1s are 23 3s are. So now 3 5s are is 15. So that is how you have got rate as 15%. Now once you got rate, again in the similar manner as we did in the last sum, what we are going to do is we are going to assume principal as 100 and percent rate as 15%, and we are going to find CI1 first using the formula P into R into 1. Write 1 because if you write T, you will substitute 2 by mistake. So if you initially only write 1, you won't make that mistake. So P into R into 1 upon 100. P is 100. R is 15 upon 100. So 100 gets cancelled. You get CI1 as 15 rupees. Now you have been given CI2. Okay, CI for the second year. So now what you do is 15 you add it to the principal amount, that is 100 rupees, and you get amount as 115. Now this amount becomes the principal for the next year. So you can write over here P2, and you can write here P2 is equal to A1, and then P2 into R into 1 upon 100. So over here it is 115 into 15 into 1 upon 100. Now, instead of dividing, what you can do is you can multiply 115 and 15 and then shift the decimal point to the left side. Or you can divide it the manner I have done. So here what I have done is you can see that all the numbers are, if you check it with the divisibility of 5 as they have in the units place 5 and 0, they are divisible by 5. So 5 2s are 10, 0. Then 5 2s are 10, 1 carry over, 5 3s are 15. Then 5 4s are 20, 5 3s are 15. Now you are left with 23 into 3, that is 69 upon 4. Now you can write it in the form of 17.25, or you can keep it in form of fraction as you wish. So now fraction, instead of fraction, if you do it with fraction also it will go easy for you. I have taken it in point. So if principal is 100, CI is 17.25, and if CI2 is 1380, then how much is the principal? Cross multiply and you will get 100 into 1380 is equal to x into 17.25. Now once you divide, you shift the decimal. So you get 1380 into 100 upon 1725. Now you can see I have done division with 5 first. 5 threes are 15. As you can see here in the units place, it is 5. So 5 threes are 15, 2 carry over, 5 fours are 20, 2 carry over, 5 fives are 25. Then 5 twos are 10, 0. Again you can see as I have got 345, I am checking it with the divisibility test of 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12. So it is divisible by 3. Check for 1380. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So it is divisible by 3. So I'll divide 345 and 1380 with 3. So I get 3 here 3 okay. So now you can see that what I have done over here is instead of 3 I have taken 5 because here it is 0, so I can divide it with 5 and 0. So 5 6 are 30, 4 5 9 are 45, 5 2s are 10, 3 carry over, 5 7s are 35, 3 carry over, 5 6 are 30. Now you can see I have got 276 and 69. So here I have divided it with 2 both the numbers, as in the units place it is even number. But here it is odd number. So I can't do that. So what I'll do is I'll divide it with 3. So when I divide it with 3, I get 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Then if you see over here, 7 plus 2, 9, 10. And when you add, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. So it can be divided with 3. So 3 9s are 27 and 3 2s are 6. So that is how I got 92 over here. Now 23 1s are and 23 4s are is 92. So now I have got finally here 4. So 4 into 20 is 80. 80 into 100 is 8,000. So that is how I've got the principal as 8,000 rupees.